Hi everybody, it's Michelle here with birthuhura. Here at birthuhura, I am a full spectrum plant-based holistic doula and an advocate for all things safe, natural, and effective. Here on this channel, we discuss all things pregnancy, birth, and womb health related. So if you guys like the content and you love what you hear on the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Today's topic is going to be not so much of a topic, but I just want to share a little secret with my viewers, and especially women, because this largely impacts your birthing experience. It largely impacts how you empower yourself. It largely impacts just the way we see ourselves and how we advocate for ourselves. So I have been hearing a lot of stories of women saying, my doctor said I can't do this, or I asked my doctor for this, but they told me no. I told my doctor that I wasn't comfortable with X, Y, and Z, but they did it anyway. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Here's the thing. When we are carrying our children, the first thing you want to do, well, let me put you on a secret first before I get into all of this stuff. The secret is that you are allowed to fire anybody on your birth team at any given time. I said what I said. You are allowed to say, I no longer want you on my birth team. I would like you to refer me out, or I will go and find someone myself. Here's the thing, I talked about this in a different video. You must find the birth team that aligns with what you want, that agrees with your birth preferences, that says, I understand this woman. I know her needs. I know what her choices look like, and I am okay with that. If these people are not, I don't care if they are your OB. I don't care if they are your midwife. I don't care if they are your nutritionist, your doula, your birth companion, partners, a family member. If they do not say what you need and your time of birth entrance is the most important thing, they gotta go. So that's the secret. You can say, I don't want this. I don't want to birth with you. I don't want you at my birth. I'm going to get a different provider. I'm going to do this. This is standard. Your insurance pays them. They are hired by you. They do not own you. They do not govern you. They cannot tell you what to do. You have to look into your birthrights, because they will stand in front of you with this uniform or this white jacket and make it seem like you have to listen to everything they say, and that is not the case. Yes, I am not anti-hospital. I am anti-system. I hope you understand what I'm saying when I'm saying that. I am not anti-hospital. I am anti-system. And we will get into that in different videos. But here's the thing. No one can tell you what you should, can, will do. No, you can fire at any given time. I'm going to tell you a little story about something that happened to me. My last child. Yes, my youngest. I went to my prenatal care appointment at 36 weeks. And at one point I was actually considering, at this point I was considering having my child at the hospital, because they had just built a beautiful birth suite with the pool and all of that good stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, I have my other two children here. And they have a new suite, and they have all of these things, and I can birth, I can, get in the pool and do all this great stuff. So yeah, let's do that. And I was also in the process of moving into my home. And so, we didn't have like the space and everything. So I was like, okay, cool. We're just going to do, we're going to do it this way. I know how to advocate for myself. I always have. My whole prenatal care. Like, I was refusing ultrasounds. I was refusing cervical checks. So I still wasn't getting any of that stuff. I was just going in. They were listening to the heartbeat with the Doppler. And feeling to see how big the baby was, weighing me, checking, vitals and all that good stuff. But here's the thing. I was told at 36 weeks that I was not going to be allowed to keep my placenta. I said, absolutely not. I will not be birthing here. She looked at me so surprised. She was like, well, where are you going to birth? I said, not here. It'll be either home or somewhere else, but I won't be birthing here, because how are you going to tell me I can't? And these are words that I said to her. How are you going to tell me I can't keep something that I birthed out of my body? Oh, well, because bloodborne illnesses and blah, blah, blah. One ear out the other. First of all, I'm taking my placenta home to my house, to my home. I know how to care for my placenta. What you're going to do with the placenta can spread bloodborne illnesses too, but you do what you do with it. So my thing is, no. So I told her, hey, do you have any recommendations for other places that I can birth that may allow me to keep my placenta? And she left out and went to, I guess, the social worker, the counselor, whoever in the building, and they came back with a list of a paper. It was like about 3 papers, and there was like a list of places that I could look into. I saw one birth center. I said, okay, let me call them and see what they're about, what they're doing. I went in for, this is all at 35 weeks. I went in for orientation, and the very next week, they transferred. I asked them, hey, I need you guys to transfer all of my stuff over to this birth center, all of my, care so far. The only thing that the birth center wanted to do was to check. They took blood. They checked my blood just to make sure, that I didn't have, like my iron was up and everything like that. And they wanted me to do a glucose test, but they had a very suitable option for me. I was able to drink 24 ounces of fresh orange juice. Now, they told me a particular brand, Tropicana, and I said, okay, yeah, whatever. But I didn't do that. I went and got fresh pressed orange juice in the amount of ounces that I needed. I drank it, went in for my glucose test, passed it with flying colors. I was in. This is at 35 weeks. I fired my original OB and I transferred over to a birth center. I have 4 weeks left at this point to birth my child. Yes, it is scary. Yes, I've been seeing this person the whole time. I'm almost due. I can go into labor any given day now. Yes, it is scary, and it's for some people, and it feels like, well, I don't know this other person, blah, blah, blah. But it's about connection. If you connect with somebody, I walked into this birth center and connected with my midwife by my second visit. Because the first visit, I'm just filling you out, just making sure, just listening. I'm listening. You got to listen. A lot of times we do talk. Sometimes we have to listen. Let them talk. Let them talk about themselves. And another thing, let me tell you about another secret. When you go into your doctor's office, have questions for them. What is your C-section rate? What is your rate of induced labors? What is your rate of, vacuum assisted? Like, what is your, you have to ask questions, because sometimes first of all, this information is available to us. Sometimes the show that can be put on is not the show that goes on behind the scenes. So you have to ask these questions. You can ask all of this. This is in your right. You have the absolute right to talk to these people. Ask them about their background. Ask them about their success rate. Ask them about C-sections. Ask them about all of these things. And you can get this information. And then on top of getting this information, you can see the numbers. It's available to us. We have to. So these are the secrets that I want you guys to know. When you walk into the hospital, you don't just have to automatically be like, oh, this is where I was born. This is where so-and-so had their baby. And so I think I'm going to do. No. Talk to them. Ask them questions. And if you do not align, at some point they don't agree with you, at some point they are not listening to you, move on. move on, because it is possible to move on. You can switch at any given time. Same thing goes with your pediatricians. If you go to your pediatricians and they are saying blah 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 blah, change. You can do that. It's not a crime. So that's my take on this video today. I just wanted to give you guys those tips. I will see you guys for the next video. If you have questions, please drop it in the comment section. If you have a topic you want me to talk about that I haven't already talked about, please go email us at birthuhura@gmail.com. Again, I am Michelle. I'm a holistic doula at Birth Uhura, and I will see you guys for the next video. Peace and pregnancy deaths.